Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys a twin flame reading today. So we are going to be looking at what we need to surrender or surrender to on our twin flame journey. We're going to be using the power of surrender cards to get some indicators, and then we're going to be using all of the decks that I have created in order to get the following messages. So I will put everything in the description box below. If you guys are interested in my decks, they will be available on Etsy. If you're international, email me and I will send you a special link. I'm also using my Archangel Chamuel Love Magnet Orgonite from Wing and Bell. So if you guys are interested in that, go ahead and check out the link. So let's get started. So what does Spirit want to bring forth in regards to what we need to surrender or surrender to right now on our twin flame journey? Let's see. Very first thing, let's take a look. What do we got? All right, so we need to surrender to the beauty of the natural world. So this is about letting nature take its course, okay? Surrendering to the natural process of the twin flame journey. That's what it is. So let's go ahead and get to a message and see what we got. Three of Cups, beautiful, celebration and community. The Three of Cups to me is an energy of our community, for sure. It's about having a good time with our family and our friends. So maybe we're not exactly where we want to be on our twin flame journey. Maybe we're not with our twin flame. We're not in union. We're in challenge. Maybe some of us are about ready to come into union. But whatever it is, we just need to be in a more relaxed state of mind, a relaxed energy of just letting go and surrendering to the natural process and being in that energy of our celebration with our community, our family, and our friends, just feeling really, really joyous and good. Let's go ahead and get another message here. This was the Twin Flame Journey Tarot. This one's the Oracle. Commitment, beautiful. Just when I said that too, it's like some of you may really be on the verge of coming back together with your twin flame, coming into some sort of reunion, because the Three of Cups can indicate reunion as well. But we have commitment. So you guys have made a pact as twin flames to work on something, to work on yourselves, to do some sort of healing before coming back together in union. So this is just a part of the process. Let it happen. Let's go ahead and get a shadow here. Emptiness. It's very difficult too. Sometimes we can feel empty without our twin flame is what that's what it is. We feel empty without our twin flame. We feel alone in the world, but this is also a part of the process. If we're being triggered in this way, that means there's something that we need to heal within ourselves. Okay. So what does your twin flame have to tell you in the meantime? What does your twin flame want you to know during this period of either separation or emptiness? You're the only person who truly gets me. So there's a special connection, a special bond that they feel with you. They don't feel it with anybody else. But the thing is, if you guys are not together in union, that is because they are still working on themselves. They're still trying to figure something out or to clear something in their own energy. And maybe you need to do the same. So let's go ahead and get a Signs from Spirit Love Oracle message. Beautiful satisfaction. In the meantime, again, this is very similar to the Three of Cups to me. Just being good energy. This is all leading to a good energy eventually, okay? Things are going to pay off in a beautiful way, but we've got to learn to let go in the meantime. We've got to learn to just be in our own energy and be satisfied where we're at on our twin flame journey. Be satisfied where we're at, where our twin flame is at, and where our journey's at. That kind of energy is high vibrational, and that attracts goodness. It's like we are in the sweetness of this connection right now. And where it's at is to be relaxed and to have a good time. Enjoy the frickin' ride. That's what I'm getting. Beautiful. Love the messages so far. So let's go ahead and go into another card. So for some of you that may have resonated, that's all the messages that you needed. For others, maybe that's not where you're at. Maybe your message is going to come here. So only take what resonates, you guys. This entire reading does not have to fit every single person that watches it. Not every message is for you. We need to surrender fear. Okay, so there's a lot of fear perhaps that maybe some people are in when it comes to this twin flame journey. It says, let go of the fearful stories that you are telling yourself. You need to stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So a lot of us may be in a state of fear, as in, is this something that's ever going to happen? What if nothing happens? What if I got it wrong? What if this isn't what I think it is? There's all kinds of energy that are surrounding or surrounding fear. So we need to surrender fear-based thinking, okay? Because it's not helping us. It's not helping us at all. Instead, we need to nurture ourselves. What I just got from Spirit is instead trust your intuition. What does your intuition tell you? What do your feelings tell you? Okay? This is saying you're intuitive and sensitive. You're in connection with your higher self. You're in connection with something. So I'm also getting emotions too. We're just caught up in our emotions. Our emotions make us fearful. Maybe it's that time of the month. So, and I only say that in a kind of a joking way, but as females, sometimes we're in a great spot and all of a sudden, it's that time of the month, their hormones or whatever the hell's going on, menopause, and it's just like, bam, all of a sudden, all the good work, all the goodness that you've been experiencing comes crashing down within those couple of peak days. I'm just speaking from experience here. So it's like we give in to our anxieties, we give in to our insecurities during certain times. So the thing is, we have to honor that we're, just experiencing certain things, but try not to live in that state of fear. Try not to stay stuck in that fear-based thinking. Sometimes fear-based thinking, there's a reason for it, but we're not meant to stay stuck in it. Yeah, look at that karmic partner. Okay, now this is what I just got. Some of you fear that this is just a karmic partner. It's a karmic situation. This isn't Spirit's way of saying it's not. This really is a twin flame that you're dealing with. We're not really focusing on labeling people. You feel a connection with somebody and that's all that matters, okay? It might also be that you have a lot of fear because your twin flame is still with a karmic partner, or maybe because you're with a karmic partner and you guys are not together because of that. So there's a lot of fear around all of this energy of a karmic partner. Is this really a karmic partner or not a twin flame, or it's your twin flame's karmic partner or yours? There's a lot of fear that you're feeling because of that energy. So let's go ahead and get the shadow here. What's the shadow connected to the karmic partner? Dependent. So this could be that you are fearful that somehow you are dependent upon this twin flame label to make it more important than it really is, to make it something that you don't need to let go of, to make it something greater than just a karmic partner. That I just got that for some of you. Some of us may be labeling this person as a karmic partner because we are afraid, or labeling this person as a twin flame because we are afraid to, maybe see that maybe it's just a karmic lesson. But I also got some of us are labeling this as a karmic partner because we don't want it to be a twin flame. So there's a lot of energy surrounding the label for some of you. What Spirit's saying is stop labeling. Forget it. It doesn't matter. The label doesn't frickin' matter. Get out of your need to either know. Get out of your need to label every person that comes into your life. Who's this? Who's that? I'm just getting Spirit's way. You're putting way too much emphasis on the label. Get out of it. So if that doesn't resonate with you, what I'm getting is that you're putting a lot of energy on the karmic partner, as in the karmic partner is keeping you from getting the life that you want with your twin flame, or they're somehow standing in your way, or that maybe your twin flame is too dependent on the karmic partner. They're never going to leave that person. You guys are never going to be together for that reason. The point of this whole reading, this whole message here so far, you got to surrender this energy that you are telling yourself. You're replaying the story over and over in your mind. It's not doing you any good. You keep telling yourself the same story. We're going in circles when it comes to something. We need to get out of this energy for whatever reason. So let's go ahead and see what your higher self wants to tell you about this. How could you still love me after all I've done? So your higher self is rolling around this message for whatever reason. How can your karmic part, or how could your twin flame either still love you? How could your twin flame still feel that you could love them after everything that's happened? There's a question here. There's a lot of questions. How could somebody love me? How is this something that could work after everything that's happened, after all the bullshit you've put me through, or after all the bullshit I put you through? How could this still work? How could I even love you after all you've done, is what I just got too. So there's some kind of story, some kind of fear-based thinking that's causing us to feel jacked up in our heads, jacked up in our emotions, feeling like we're just fucking drowning at this point. So whatever stories you're telling yourself, whatever you're focused on, we got to pull ourselves out of it. So let's get a Signs from Spirit message. Oh yeah, look at this. Look at this. Raise your vibration. Choose peace and harmony in your thoughts and with others. I can't freaking believe this. What a more perfect card. We got to get out of this crap. Okay, and I'm only going to say this is happening for some of you. If you're blaming your twin flame, blaming the karmic partner, not sure what it is, you're going back and forth, you just got to raise your vibration. You got to choose peace and harmony, because if you don't, you're going to stay in this dark energy. You're going to stay dependent on this person. You're going to stay in this energy of just like, maybe you're just checking social media, you're dependent, you're just having to know everything that's happening, everything that's going on. All it's doing is it's keeping you fear-based, it's keeping you challenged, it's keeping you stuck, it's keeping you dark on this journey. Get the fuck out of that energy is what I'm getting from Spirit. Well, that's not what they said, that's what I'm saying. But that is the energy, that is the consensus of the energy that's coming forth. We've got to get out of this energy, raise our vibration, and choose to be happy. So if you were not resonating with the opening message here, this is available to you. You can get in this energy on your journey. You don't have to be here. We're only here because we choose to. And a lot of people don't want to accept that. No, I'm here because of them. I'm here because of this and because of that. No, you are there because of your own thoughts, because of your own choosing to be in that vibration. We have free will to get ourselves out of any situation and to get ourselves out of any way of thinking and being. We have the ability to do it. Some of us just think we can't, but that is our own hang up. Okay? So that is the message. That one was a little harsh, but that's what we got. So let's go ahead and get another. All right, so what else is Spirit telling us that we need to surrender or surrender to on this twin flame journey? Look at that. Surrender unhealthy relationships. I have no idea what's going to come through here, but let's go ahead and see. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Ooh, my God. Ooh, if there was an unhealthy relationship, it would be depicted under the Five of Swords. Mind games and control. A situation that's just like, we've got to remove ourselves from it. We got to pull out of the fight. This is a battle that's just, no one's going to win. Someone's going to get hurt. So let's go ahead and read this. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. So you guys, this right here is for some of you that, maybe we're just addicted perhaps to a situation. Maybe some of you, this could be your twin flame. Maybe some of you, this could be a person that you're with at this present time that you need to remove from your life, that you need to step away from. It could be that you have an obsession with your twin flames, need to remove themselves from their unhealthy relationship because you feel like they're being controlled by their partner. So whatever this is, remember, we have to disconnect from obsessing about this. We have to disconnect from things that don't serve us, which is either thinking about somebody else's situation or perhaps this energy going on within our own lives. Either way, we need to remove ourselves from people that are toxic and that are unavailable, which could include our twin flames for some of us. Because sometimes twin flames are just not awakened. They're not ready. They are just not in the high vibrational state. And so we have to basically take a little bit of a breather from the connection. We've got to allow people that room in order to grow, in order to prosper. Sometimes maybe our own behaviors are toxic to where we have no business being in a connection. So we need to take a break. So there's some energy coming through like that. What else? Well, Divine Feminine, you guys. So what I just got from this is that this message is definitely about the Divine Feminine, okay? The way that you're seeing the situation, or this is something to do with your energy. So you might be very focused in being a part of maybe your twin flame's unhealthy relationship. You may be very focused there. You may be, very obsessed with everything that's happening within their dynamic with their karmic partner, if that applies to some of you. And that all that's doing is it's actually controlling your mind at this point. It's causing you to be stuck in an unhealthy way. If it's not about a third party situation or the karmic partner, it's just about being really focused on your masculine in a very unhealthy way. So we need to detach and really focus on our own healing. Okay. Now for some of you Divine Feminines, maybe you're in a toxic relationship that is not with your twin flame. It's another relationship. And this is about spending time trying to figure out how you are going to remove yourself from this unhealthy, toxic situation. Forceful. Damn. So this right here is an energy, can go both ways. It's like we've got to force ourselves to let go of something, whether it's our own connection with another person, or trying to force change when it comes to our twin flames situation, or try to force change, try to force somebody to change, with our own energy. I just really am getting the message that we just need to focus on our own healing. We can't force this change. We can't force the masculine to grow. We can't force the masculine to awaken. I get this question a lot. What can I do to propel my masculine into an awakening? Or what can I do to basically get him to see? And it's like, there's not really anything that we can do to force this to happen. We can just be. We can just choose to elevate our own minds and our own vibration. And that may help our twin flame, perhaps, if we're energetically connected. But there really isn't anything that we can do to force somebody else to see things our way, or to force people to change, or to force people to be ready when they're not ready. If we're ready and they're not, there's not really a lot that we can do to force that. Now, there are some forms of thinking and that people, feel like they can manifest that, or that they can, use the law of attraction. And sometimes those things can be used in a healthy way, which means that we're doing it for ourselves. We're not doing it to get a particular outcome with a certain person. We're just kind of doing it ourselves, for us. But there are other ways where people can be very forceful and very manipulative and try to force people to feel things that they don't feel, or that they're not ready to feel. So I'm getting here that if we are trying to engage in behaviors that are trying to kind of play with the masculine's mind, or control his growth, or control what we want, our agenda, push our agenda, we're really doing ourselves a disservice. That's not going to resonate for all of you. And I don't want to offend any divine feminines out there that are not in that energy. If you're not in that energy, it's not for you. But some people might just feel like they're at their wit's end, where they feel like, no, this is my person. This is what I'm ready for. If they would just see things my way, then everything would be great. So it's just trying to remove ourselves from any energy that's dark is what I'm getting. But I feel like for most divine feminines out there, this is just kind of where you might be at on your journey, as far as, just kind of, you got to force yourself to let go in a healthy way for yourself, or you need to basically force yourself to remove yourself from a situation that's connected to the divine masculine and that you've been involved in. And it's about pulling out of it, pulling out of a third party, pulling out of a situation that you feel like is not going anywhere at this point. So, wow, very, very heavy messages there. So let's go ahead and get some words or thoughts from the masculine. I'm trying to take responsibility for my actions right now. Please know this. So what your masculine is saying here is, like, from his higher self, is that even though it might not seem that he is trying to take responsibility for his actions, or that he's not, trying to show up for you, or to do the right thing, or to maybe even pull out of his karmic partnership if that applies, he is trying to take responsibility. Please know this. So it might not be at your speed. It might not be exactly in the way that you would do it, but he is trying to take responsibility in his own way. So let's get a message from Signs from Spirit Love Oracle. Yeah, hidden knowledge. So this is the thing. There's still something to learn here. There's still something to basically discover. So it just hasn't been discovered yet. People have not exactly seen the light, or what's being hidden from us right now, what we can't see, what we can't figure out right now. There's a good reason for it. So I feel like this message is coming through for people that are kind of stuck right now in a dark situation. Whether it's in their own lives, or it's with their masculine, or it's because their masculine's in a third-party situation. Regardless, there is something to learn from all of this. But what's hindering the growth is hanging on in a toxic way, or investing yourself or implanting yourself in a third-party situation. I'm getting that you need to pull out of it completely and no longer participate in it, because it's causing things to stay in a state of darkness. And it's causing people to stay stuck and not make decisions that they need to make, and not act with integrity. And it's forcing them to, no, it's not forcing them. I keep seeing the word forceful. That will force someone in a way to have to act with integrity. If we're no longer participating in a situation where we're acting without integrity, no one is forcing our hand to act a certain way or to lie or deceive or to act in ways that don't make us feel good. We're doing that. We're making the decision to do that. But some people feel like, oh, I have to, this is a divine connection. I have to be with this person. It's not my fault. I feel this connection. It's like at the end of the day, if there are other people involved in the situation, you've got to force yourself out of that energy, that lower vibrational energy of lies and deception and low integrity. So I feel like you've got to allow the masculine, if this resonates with you, to get out of his unhealthy relationship on his own. You can't help him with this. You can help him, but you're going to help him by making correct decisions and acting with integrity within yourself. So that's not going to apply to any or not everyone out there, maybe just one or two of you, and you might hate me for it, but that's just what I'm getting for the message there. All right, so let's get one last message. What we need to surrender or surrender to on our twin flame journey. I don't know why that last message was, not all of them can be super, super like positive. That one was pretty dark, but let's hope this is a better one. Surrender to spirit instead. I love it. So this is about surrendering to a higher power, it's not about giving everything to the universe, because we do have to show up. We do need to meet spirit halfway. We do need to co-create with spirit. But at the end of the day, if you're feeling like you just can't deal with something, or if you feel like you're just powerless, give it to God. That's just what I'm getting. Give it to God. Whatever's meant for you is going to happen for you. Yep, look at that. Destined opportunities, Wheel of Fortune. This is about whatever's destined for you, whatever's going to happen, it's just going to happen. So surrender to spirit, let go, be in that energy of natural, just letting things happen in divine timing. And when you do that, the natural cycles, things are going to end when they're supposed to end. Things are going to begin when they're supposed to begin. If we just let go to that natural rhythm and cycle of the universe, like was indicated in the very beginning of this reading, it was the very first card, surrender to the natural world, then we're going to have a much easier experience on this twin flame journey. That's what I'm getting. We're going to have a much easier experience on this twin flame journey. Yeah, and we're going to be able to see the signs properly. We're not going to read into signs that maybe aren't what we think they are. We're not going to be confused when certain signs show up. We're going to know exactly what those things mean when they pop up. We're going to feel clear in our energy because we're not going to have expectations. We're not going to have dependency on these signs that we need them to be there because we need this connection. We don't need this connection to survive. We don't need this connection to be on the twin flame journey. We are surrendering to the experience of the spiritual ascension and growth on this journey. That's really what it's all about. Okay, our partnership or our divine partner is only part of it, but it's not the entire journey. So it's about surrendering to the destiny that is unfolding in front of you, surrendering to the spiritual growth that you're going to experience on this journey. It's about seeing the signs that point to the next direction of your life. So if one of those signs is talking about change and letting go, then you're going to follow those signs. And why? Because you're not going to be in that vibration of being stuck and feeling like you can't let go. Being in that energy means you're not ready to ascend. You're not ready to move forward in a positive direction. So let's go ahead and get another message here. Let's get a shadow. Silenced. So this kind of energy here is about having our lips, just kind of sewn shut, feeling like we can't speak our truth, feeling like we have something to say, we have something to, communicate, but somehow we just can't communicate. I'm just getting here for some of you, you might be in a separation or no contact phase in your twin flame connection. But what I'm getting here is that surrender to that everything is happening in divine timing and divine order right now. Everything is in its perfect order right now. So what is your higher self saying? So your higher self basically is saying, I've looked you up online to see what you've been up to. So because you've been silenced, because you have nothing to work with, because you have no communication, this is telling you that you may be looking up or looking for signs that what's happening with your twin flame. Okay. So this is kind of like that crossroads where is it hindering you or is it helping you? You decide. So your higher self is kind of putting it back on you right now. Is this helping you or is it hindering you? Is it hindering you from moving forward in a positive way, or is it causing you to stay, is it causing you to stay stuck? Is it helping you to move forward? Is it giving you the signs that you need? So you've got to determine whether or not that is a high vibrational energy for you. If it's not, can it? Be done with it. Stop doing it. All right, last message. Yeah, look at that, you guys. You got to sever it. This is probably unhealthy for some of you right here. If you're looking at your twin flame, and that might not resonate with everybody. Okay, it might not. Because some of you may not have a twin flame that is online or has any social media, or maybe you don't. So don't take it if it doesn't apply. But for the majority of you, I bet you do. And this is what Spirit's saying. You got to cut that. You got to sever that last cord. And what I mean by that, you're not severing your connection, but you're surrendering and severing that energy that's not serving you. Instead, trust the universe. Instead, trust Spirit. Instead, trust the signs that you're getting. Because some of us, what we do is we look online for those signs. But social media is mostly bullshit. Anybody can say anything that they want and project any image that they want at any time. Happy, sad, powerful, whatever, okay? Not everybody is 100% on social media. So sometimes when we're looking at our twin flame that seems to be doing, let's just say, really, really well, or maybe they seem to be very, very happy in their connection, maybe some of it's true, but maybe some of it isn't. We don't have to look into everything. We don't have to, read between all of those lines and just dissect every single thing that we're seeing or not seeing on social media from our twin flame. So sever the need to keep tabs on your twin flame when it comes to social media, because not all of it is serving you in a positive way. Instead, rely more on Spirit and signs from Spirit to be your guide rather than crap you see on social media. And I feel like the last message is to just get more in alignment with opportunities that are ahead for you rather than holding on to energy that's old or that's keeping you stuck. The universe wants to propel you forward on your destiny. And if you're staying in this energy here and you're staying connected to old energy that's not growing, then you're not growing. You're not moving forward towards all the opportunities that are destined for you. So I really hope that this reading helped you guys. It wasn't meant to hammer anybody or to, hurt anybody with, what you might be doing that may be unhealthy for you. This was actually to help to empower some of you that might be in a dark spot or might be feeling really dependent or just feeling negative on this journey. It was really meant with the best intentions. So it's time to go because my neighbor is using the blower. So perfect timing. I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.